close Marsha Blackburn in Dickson, talks about more rural internet access, fewer tariffs and building the wall along the Mexican border. Gadd, USA Today Network, Tennessee's Dickson County-grown and cooked food was being served literally on Main Street. Rep. Marsha Blackburn made her case for a U.S. Senate seat. In speaking to rural communities like Dickson County, Blackburn, a Republican, said she would continue to help the county's growth while also focusing on expanding broadband internet. Blackburn, the Republican candidate in the November election, also addressed President Donald Trump's tariffs, which have helped some U.S. markets but hurt others. Some American farmers have been among those negatively affected. Tariffs are something that I am not a fan of. I think there are ways to go about dealing with this. I'm a free trader, said Blackburn, as square dancers twirled behind her during the county's annual farm-to-table dinner. Our farmers want trade, not aid. They are very specific and very pronounced in how they want that to take place, she said. Rural communities are a priority, and said she's focused for 5 years on expanding high-speed internet into those communities. I've been the leader on that issue in the House, said the U.S. Congresswoman. We have removed barriers to entry so our local communities and states can work with electric power co-ops and get high-speed internet into those communities, Blackburn said. Blackburn touted the USDA's Rural Utilities Service program that provide infrastructure to rural areas through an application process. Criticizing Bredesen certificates, license Phil Bredesen, candidate for U.S. Senate and former governor, talks to supporters at Sister's Restaurant in downtown Dickson Wednesday morning. Photo, Gadd. The Herald. Blackburn said when citizens talk to her, the main topics are issues that affect their daily lives, and added those issues include securing the border, building the wall, and ending sanctuary cities. The Congresswoman then turned her to focus her Democratic U.S. Senate opponent, former Governor Phil Bredesen. They know that when Bredesen was governor, he gave driving certificates to illegal aliens, Blackburn said. In 2004, Bredesen did propose legislation, which was then approved by a near-unanimous vote in the state legislature, that allowed illegal immigrants to obtain driving certificates. The certificates could be used for driving but not for identification purposes. Before that 2004 vote, Tennessee had been issuing driver's licenses to illegal immigrants since 2001. Gov. Don Sundquist was then in office when the state legislature passed the law allowing the practice. Blackburn was a state senator at the time and voted against the legislation. The entire practice of driver's licenses and certificates for illegal immigrants was ended in Tennessee in 2006 while Bredesen was in office. Blackburn continued to criticize Bredesen, stating that Tennessee citizens know he's not going to support President Donald Trump on the issue of building the wall. Blackburn continued. Bredesen called the tax cuts crumbs and said he would have voted against them, Blackburn said. Tennesseans want more tax cuts, not less. The Bredesen campaign press secretary Alyssa Hansen provided the following statement in response to Blackburn's comments. The contrast between the Senate candidates is increasingly clear. Tennessee voters can pick an 8-term congresswoman who's been causing gridlock in Washington for the past decade and a half, or they can hire someone who is an independent thinker and has a proven track record of working across the aisle to get things done for Tennessee. In the Senate, Governor Bredesen will vote in the best interests of Tennessee and Tennesseans. That's why he's applying for the job. Read or share this story. https://www.tennessean.com/story/news/local/Dickson/2018/08/Marsha-Blackburn-Dickson-not-fan-tariffs/974573002/